as a modern day gladiator has to ask myself, am I still willing to die? Absolutely, that's easy. The harder part here is, can you kill a man when you have to? Yes, I can. Are you willing to kill a man in front of his family? Yes, I am. And that's why I'm the world champion.
Whether it's the cold truth or brutal trash talk,
Nobody said anything about dogs, bro. Chill out.
Dricus Du Plessis makes every word cut deep.
Bro, you think your dad beat the you? Your dad doesn't have on me. I'm gonna show you what it's like to Dricus.
As one fan put it, man makes men cry in his second language, which is absolutely true. So let's dive into his coldest and most brutal trash talk moments. Enjoy.
I saw you say in an interview recently that you didn't see the clip with him and Theo Vaughn talking about his past. I'm wondering if you have seen it since.
Yeah, I mean, I watched some clips on it. I didn't watch the whole interview. Like I said, watching grown man cry is not really my genre. But yeah, I think what I said is I'm glad he got it out. I hope it's the end of it.
I feel like every time you fight, there's a commentary on your style. You know, Izzy and Rob recently called it ugly. Dana White says you fight like a white man dances. Do you think your fighting style is ugly?
It's effective. That's what I think.
Have you taken any psychology classes?
Psychology classes?
Yeah, because I feel like you're good at understanding your opponent from an emotional standpoint.
No, I have not. For classes? You said classes?
Yeah, like what have you... I feel like your trash talk is probably one of the best in the business.
Every childhood memory you have is gonna come back when I'm in there with you. Every single one. The one where you lie in bed at night, where your dad comes in and he beats the shit out of you.
I will take your fucking soul. You understand me, you fucking pussy?
Yeah, I think I have to say yes. I didn't pay for any.
Yeah.
But if you meet my family and friends, my brothers, then yes, I've been to many classes.
So this is a walk in the park, kind of.
I've seen, because people get so easily offended. In the beginning, I was just being friendly, and then people started crying, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Sunday, I'm gonna fucking kill your dreams, bitch. I wanna fucking kill your dreams.
For us, that's just a couple of friends around the fire.
You touched the nerve, and you kept touching it.
Yeah, I got a nerve. I see I hit a nerve there.
Yeah, you fucking did hit a nerve, you fucking bitch. Go ice your fucking ankle, you fucking coward.
Oh, man.
Him saying like, hey, there are certain things that you shouldn't talk about and there are certain lines you shouldn't cross, when he has been the one crossing a lot of those lines. Your reaction when at least you may have heard, read, or seen any of that?
No, he had a lot to say about Khalil Roundtree crying, and he said how weak of a man Khalil is for crying. He did the exact same thing, just on a bigger stage, and you know, not talking about somebody's wife, where he didn't care about Ian Gary's wife when he said what he said. The hypocrisy is what made me. That was the one area where people could lose respect for Sean Strickland, because he's always unapologetically himself. But as soon as he got his own medicine, as soon as he was on the receiving end, for the very first time, when I got on that mic, we saw him backpedal and trying to play the sympathy. God, he wanted sympathy. He was acting like he had that victim mentality immediately. Can't do that if you say the things you say. Talking about people who can't dodge buses on somebody who died, a fighter who died. So is that not over the line? So you, Mr. Moral Compass, doesn't decide where the line is. He doesn't have the right to decide where that line is. And now all of a sudden the line is where he wants it to be. No, I don't think so.
When you look back at that first fight with Strickland, close fight, right? You felt you won, he felt he won, you know the way it goes?
No, the judges thought I won.
Right?
When you say contenders that don't make sense, do you mean fighters like Khamzat, who maybe haven't fought a middleweight ranks? Because he's also tweeting like, see you soon, and referencing UFC 300.
Yeah, but he said that to John Jones. So, I mean, who takes that guy seriously anyway?
This man fights like a retard on a short bus.
Yeah, I fight like somebody on the short bus, but you look like the driver.
Well, you know, guys, I did drop out of elementary school, so here we are.
Because you're not allowed near kids with that look anymore.
The Dutchman can make me laugh, you know, but you got more jewelry on than the fucking women, so I don't know if I can take your insults real.
Oh, I can't say that was terrible, bro. I mean, you saw tonight, I'm prepared. I'm prepared for everything. Everything he says, anything he's behaving like a clown in there.
Let's go. What's up? Let's go. Yeah, my African brother. Yeah, my African brother. What's up?
I'm African, but I ain't no brother of yours, son. No, that's not how a champion behaves. That's not how a man behaves. He's behaving like a child. Conduct yourself like a champion. There's people looking up to you and you're behaving like that? Nah. You know, if that sells tickets, good for him. I'll sell tickets my way. I'm a gentleman, I'm a man, and I'll behave like a man. As far as discrediting, never discredited anybody. Stating facts. Where do I reside? What's my postal code? Where do I train? Where do I live? Where was I born? In South Africa. Still there, still training, and I won this belt from South Africa. I didn't travel anywhere else. That was the only thing that I stated. So never discredited anybody, but quite frankly, I don't really care about how it rubbed him off the wrong way. I don't care.
I don't really give a f where he's from, but I'll show him who he is.
Yeah, whatever that means. I'm glad you took up golf because, you know, that's a retirement sport. I can understand you start playing golf.
Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only.
What's your name?
Frak.
Where are you right now?
Vegas.
What do you do for a living?
Dog walker.
What is the key to living longer?
Being vegan. You just got roasted too.
You credited your coach for finding holes, and you said there just weren't that many holes in Robert Whittaker's games, and he found them. When you guys are breaking down Israel, are you guys finding holes that you can exploit?
No, listen, even with Robert Whittaker, when I said finding holes, we didn't find any holes. We just found a place where holes could be made. At this level, you don't see the holes, these clear holes in people's games. You just don't see it, because that's why we're at the top of the game. You do see places where they get uncomfortable. They don't necessarily make the mistakes, but there is place to force them to make mistakes. And that's what I feel we did with the Whittaker fight, and that's what we're going to do in this fight. We don't see mistakes and say, oh, that's where we're going to catch him. No, we see places where they get uncomfortable and you force that mistake. I know at the presser, I went over to him actually after the fight when he got super emotional. You know, that was within him. That wasn't nothing. I never went after his family. So I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I have parents too, and I respect anybody's parents. So I just went over to him and said after the fight, if it sounded like I was saying anything bad about your parents, that was not the case. Yeah, what I'm saying to you, harden up. You know, if you want to cry about that, so be it. And he saw that, and that's why he said, I'm the most dangerous opponent he's ever faced. That's why he said, one mistake he made is he thought, I don't have anything to lose. And I didn't fight like somebody who doesn't have anything to lose. I fought like somebody who has everything to lose. And every time I step in there, I have my life to lose. And I will protect that with everything. I have my family name, the Du Plessis name to protect when I step in there. I have the South African flag to protect when I step in there. I have Team CIT behind me that I represent when I step in there. I have absolutely everything to lose when I step in there, and I hope everybody saw that tonight.
Are you, in the position that you're in now, do you think that you are in his head, under his skin?
Yeah, probably. Well, I like to think so, but...
When you do get in the octagon with him, how do you think this fight goes? How do you beat him?
I'll knock him out just like I did tonight. You know, if not, we saw his fight with Alex Pereira. If I get him to the floor, it is not even a fight. It's not even a fight. If I just get my hands on him, it's not even a fight. I will manhandle him. I've done it before and I'll do it again. And, you know, as far as the striking goes, look, let's take that out of the question. You are as good as your last performance. What did his last performance look like against Whittaker? Yeah, he beat him. It was a close fight. What did my last performance against Whittaker look like? So right now, that's how I plan on beating him, the same way I beat Whittaker tonight. You're going to do what I did, take as the first residing African. That was exactly it. You never change that. You can't change that.
I will slay you, porky pig.
Shut up, pink fit.
You can't change the facts, but you can't change those facts.
This caught my eye a couple of weeks ago. After Islam Makhachev beat Renato Moicano in his post-fight press conference, he said that he would actually, if offered, willingly fight you with totally a straight face. Can I get your response to that?
I didn't make anything of it. He obviously trains with the 185ers in his gym. He doesn't train against me. Believe me, it's not the same thing. I'm just overpowered. That's what I think.
Yeah.
You know, it makes a massive difference. He's a big lightweight, but I'm a big middleweight.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between a big lightweight and a big middleweight. But if there's ever the situation where there's no fight for me, no fight for him that makes sense, I'll be more than happy to do that.
All right.
Easy payday.
Yeah. Well, before that fight.